Okay, guys. Nice to see everybody here. My name is Dmity. Dmitry Zinin. I'm a founder of the Speaking Club, and here on this channel, we will have tonight a 1 hour conversation with Konstantin. He is a professional startup investor. And just a couple of words about me and this project. I organized this Speaking Club especially for IT guys, for startups, for any kind of entrepreneurs to develop our speaking skills. And we use not just a grammar lessons. We prefer to speak about interesting topics. And time to time we invite interesting people to discuss very hot topics, for example, like investments. And tonight I also tried to invite people whom I know and who are startups and who are really interested in this kind of conversation. So it's about me. You are very welcome to join our channel, take a look on the schedule, and take a part in our meetups. We have the native speakers, we have the teachers for any kind of level from A1 till B2, I would say. And just one comment I want to say. On our regular meetups, we allow only 4 participants and a host, no more. This meetup tonight isn't open, and that's why there are a lot of participants. And here is Konstantin and how it will be going. Right now, we start from the short introduction from Konstantin. Then I will ask you some questions from myself. And then, please, guys, be ready to ask your questions. And moreover, if you have your own startup and you haven't even tried to make a pitch, we will allow you to have 1 minute to make a pitch of your startup in English. Okay. If you want to ask somebody, please raise your hand and I will unmute your microphone and let you speak. So, Konstantin, nice to see you here. Nice to meet you. Could you please introduce yourself from your professional side?
First of all, I want to say I'm not professional English speaker. I'm a practitioner as everybody here. Maybe I have some practice in my career, but just a little, and very seldom I have such practice in my professional work in speaking. Maybe reading much more, but not speaking. And you said I'm professional investor. I don't think I'm professional. I'm just studying. Maybe I'm practitioner. I have some practice, some project I invested with success result and some failure, but not professional. I'm visiting some meetings of investor. For example, today I was on meeting in Moscow Innovation Cluster, if I speaking right their name, where was some investor, professional investor from funds and so on, and even startups which were pitching say a lot of special terms and abbreviation. I'm not fluent about it. I don't understand what does it mean. IRPU, why they put here LTV and so on. And professional investor, as far as I understand, they have such language and such terms on everyday base and understand it fluently. Okay, and what about my investment life, investment career? I started more than about 10 years ago as angel investor in company Dodo Pizza. Fedor Ovchinnikov asked something like crowdfunding or such a thing, and I was one of this crowd. This investment is successful, and 6 years ago I started another round of my investment life. I tried to invest business investments. I invested in pizzeria itself with a franchising partner of Dodo Pizza, and that was much more successful for me. That is a dividend business, and I made some how to say scaling of this type of investment. I have 6 pizzeria now with partners, and will invest further in such a way, and have some companies not pizzeria with the same type of investment. But 3 years ago I started again watching of venture investor investing. Invested in maybe 5 companies for now, on different stages with different sums of investment, and very different success. In my dividend business, I have just one company with failure, but as investor, I didn't lose any money, because it's a part of the bigger project, and the bigger project compensates me any investment. But venture investment, I have no real success, nothing but Dodo Pizza for now, because 10 years it's of such raising of the company is success. I anytime have opportunity to make an exit with profit. But I'm waiting for much more success in this company. The others know any exit, and when I say about professional investor, some exits are must have, I think, for professional investor. So I'm not professional in such a way. So about the type of businesses, it's agricultural, deep tech company, which making, how to say simply, heat map of fields about harvesting. It's the hardware part is some equipment, and it get information about harvesting in real life time, and making a heat map of the field. So next year a company could use this information for its more efficient I don't know in English what they are doing next year. It's an only international company I invested in. We have our meetings in English because we have one foreigner angel investor and international foreign fund the next round in this company. The other companies, every company in Russia. One company in Skolkovo, it's about equipment and much more about digital twins in healthcare and sport. I have such niche for this project. It's not for me really successful, because the can't start real business in this company. Science investigation and science work they are doing well, but business not at all. I have some software companies in sport, how do they say, sport tech, yes, and so on. And so on. I have some investments, the other investments, and I am watching the new companies, but I think you understand what is my way as an investor.
Okay, great. Let's start probably from the defining some terms. I think that maybe not all our participants know well all terms. What does it mean, the angel investment?
Not far from the full investment, I think. And this is investor on early stages usually, with comparing small sum of investment and a lot of smart money. You know this term, I think. Some knowledge in industry or maybe business, some network about people needed for success of this project. And angel is such kind of investor. And usually it's investor, not company investor, but personally as a person, you are investor. It's really different from fund investors. They have much more money for investment. They needed more bigger company with a lot of business metrics and usually a lot of analytics and so on, teams working with a project. Angel investor have no any company or team for that. They can use some specialists for some part of working, but usually it's one person alone.
Well, okay, great. For me, it's clear. Thank you. Okay, what does it mean, venture investment?
Venture investment is investment with goal of making profit from capitalization of company. I think so. That's the main point about it. It's a risky investment because usually it's a new company in some innovation industry and maybe innovation equipment and so on, or maybe without clear monetization or business model of this business. So that is venture investment. And when we are talking about the more traditional business as pizzeria, it's a clear, established and checked on practice business model of this business, rather predictable metrics of investments and growth metrics, which we have now in venture investment or venture companies. Venture company, it's experiment, business experiment, not science, but business experiment, and we have such consequences. I am not very good in English.
Okay, what's the difference for startups owners between angel and between the invest funds?
Invest funds? Angel investor could invest from idea as a full investor.
Okay, it's a great point, guys.
Yes, more practiced investor don't like invest from idea. It's like give money for friends and without any obligation to return it if something goes wrong. But funds usually start from real revenue. Revenue could be 10 million or maybe 100 million a month. They could today from the session in Moscow Innovation Cluster, MTS fund could give 50 millions easy for any project. Angel investor 3 or 5 or 10 million maximum. I think that is the main difference. And fund have rather clear established mandate, they say, which industry on which stage with which metrics they will take for investigation for study a project. Angel investor is less bureaucratic and less established with its criteria of project. I think so.
Okay, thanks. Okay, do owners always have to give a part of the company for the investments, for money?
It's a usual way, but some investor say, I can give you loan, not investment. And if you get the goals, the first goals of business growth and metrics, I will convert it in part of company. So it's some how to say it, some страховка. Don't remember.
Insurance.
The word. Not insurance. Insurance. It's other way of страховка.
Okay, who can help us?
The other word. Okay, and usually it's part of business. You can take a loan from peer-to-peer loan from person. You can take a loan from bank, credit. I don't know English word. And you can take investment. Investment is the most expensive way to take money. If you have success, you will return much more than if you take a loan. But loan you should return any way. An investment would be lost for investor. That is the main difference of that two ways. And sometimes loans are making as a part of tax optimization, because when you are returning a loan, the giver, the investor, will not pay NDFL or maybe profit taxes.
Okay. Could you please describe the ideal startup which is ready to get money, and when really startup owners have to go for money? What are the main reasons to get money?
I think ideal is not from our word. I think good startup for investment when they checked the product market fit. they know that they have market, they will get customers, some of customers they needed for success, and the product is good for them. On this stage, the classical stage for scaling of the business, and usually scaling rather difficult doing in fast way without external money. On their own money, they will grow, but not scaling 10 times, 100 times from the start. And if you see the way to grow up 10 times, usually you are seeking investment for that. That is the best stage for investment, and best startup for investment.
So it's necessary to have a confirmed sales during a last period, last 3 half months, half year.
I think you should have the sale history, because a lot of projects are great engineers, great IT professionals with great ideas about product, but the most part of that projects will fall because customer don't think so. And you should confirm that customer will take this product, will give you money, and you should have some experiments about that. But if you have some months with recurrent revenue, much better for investor as a confirmation of this part of project. But here could be different situations. Some projects have the other model. Today they spoke about pharmaceutical projects where 10 years of study before market, and they should take investment somewhere in another institution, maybe government or something like that.
Okay, guys, if anybody has a question, just raise your hand, and I will unmute you and invite to ask.
Excuse me, there is no raise your hand button in my Telegram version. I don't see raise your hand button, so I just click the microphone.
Okay. Could you please introduce yourself? Who are you, and who is speaking? Actually, I don't know.
I have 6 questions. How many can I ask?
No, okay, let's start from the first couple.
I'm developing a social network. Are you interested?
The first answer, not. It's really crowded market. It's usually very, very expensive projects to have a success. And if you have now some secret sauce, they say, about how you will make it cheap and fast to success, I will not invest.
It's not expensive if to count my cost of development free. And it has the advantage of being the first social network that is moderated by voting and partly by AI. So my next question.
What kind of investment you want? For what? For marketing?
mainly for marketing, also for security
Yes,
checking.
and that will be $1 million to first success. You will not make it cheap. Here, it's really a competitive market to get any users. We have
Константин,
videos here, they are free, they have a lot of functions, and it's really difficult to get any customer or users here.
Константин, do you mean that marketing part is expensive, or what is expensive?
Every user will cost you money, and that cost is awful. It could be 50,000 of rubles for every user. It's not fake sums; it's real sums from some projects. And
I understand.
you see, no, it's
I
my opinion
understand.
about this.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand. I will try to start small and maybe it will grow. So my next question.
Okay.
I broke the traditional pattern of first checking validation of the product idea. Instead, I got validation questions in the process of development. That is, I draw my marketing ideas that I'm going to use from the development process. What can you comment on this?
Development. What development from
Development process, what kind of development I do directed me what kind of marketing I will do.
IT
I will do
development. Yes.
IT development, yes. Software development.
Software development. You see, I have maybe some example for good marketing and cheap marketing, as far as I understand, for such projects. I invested in one sport social network. In why and why? They say we will make a website for every sport organization with this kind of sport for free. It's not difficult because the site will be the same in structure, and we will develop just first copy, and the others will be free for us, and very cheap for maintenance of these sites. And this sport organization will give us for free their members. And we will take a lot of millions of sportsmen and women by cost of one site, which we will copy for every organization. For me, it's a great idea. Get users for free, and I give them some money for that. And the problem was in the other part of the project, not in customer acquisition, but in international rules in last years about the applications, about the international application markets, and so on. And they couldn't start for a year this project on technical part. Only business technical part, not the technical part.
So I can do exactly like this. I don't have an idea how to use. I have a similar idea for my business. Can I continue, or should I yield for other users, other communicants?
Guys, if you have questions, raise your hand. If not, Victor, please continue.
Victor, I have no.
So,
Okay. Let's give an opportunity to ask for Nikita, and then we'll continue again, Victor. Nikita, you're welcome.
Thanks. Hi, Konstantin. Nice to meet you here. It's a pleasure for me. I just want to ask you also a couple questions about about mostly pre-seed stage. My first question is about just are you currently investing in pre-seed stage startups, or maybe you can tell me just a bit more about your focus areas more.
You see, maybe pre-seed it's not my stage.
You are mostly investing in seed, as I understand, yeah?
Yes, maybe seed. Not scaling, but seed.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of discussions. What is seed? What pre-seed now? Should pre-seed have some sales, or maybe sales just seed, or maybe later stages of project? But I said not in the terms, classical terms, what stage of project is mine, but in real business points. I said about.
So my further question will be about the same you just spoke about. I want to ask you about your metrics and milestones do you look for in seed stage. So I just want to check that I understand it right. I understand it as you. I mean, maybe I had a startup that already on the stage. So I can tell you a bit more about our startup. We are making mobile apps just from the prompt. I mean, from just regular text description, and we are making some kind of apps. So it's just like mobile apps. But I understand, but we have no now any regular ICP. I mean, ideal customer profile. But we have kind of clients. I mean, we have 10 clients, but it's not the same ICP. So it's from different areas. But it's still revenue for us. But what I want to ask you, is it okay that we have a founder fee, we have a revenue, we have a clear idea, clear pitch deck also, we have clear that pitch, I don't know, YC, but we have no, for now, as I understand, ICP. And my question is about what key metrics are you looking for in seed stage?
Okay, you should understand your market. You are clearly connecting your project with that market, because a lot of projects say about big market, but then they say about their projects, and the investor couldn't understand what is the connection of that two. That is the first metric for me. And the market should be big, and we see the clear way you could raise your project on that market, scale your project on that market. The next, you should have a product and a clear model of monetization. I will not invest in project where you say I have a lot of users, I am scaling users, I have a lot of way of monetization for that users, but not making real monetization anytime. I can advertise, I can have advertisement money, I have ad money, I can have the fee for users, not for all, but maybe 10-20%. And I may, but not I'm having such money. And so you should confirm that you could take money from users, and you can scale these users and that money in a clear way. Not maybe for all the years, all the 5 or more years of your project, but for the first year, it should be clear for me. The next point, maybe your team should be how to say, small but sufficient for the next step of the project, because team is bottleneck of a lot of projects, and a lot of projects say, if you give me money, I will take 10-time specialists, IT developers for my project, but I'm not sure that you could do on current market. And maybe that's all. You should have a product, you should have a market, you should have a team, for me, and confirmed monetization model. Maybe that is the point.
What do you mean under confirmed model? You mean we should have first clients, we should have first revenue?
But better you have second sale for the same clients. You should have not just paid revenue, but recurrent revenue.
And clients by recommendation, probably.
Not recommendation. The same client will
from the same profile.
Yes, second time. That metrics say that your product is okay for clients, and you found the product market fit.
Okay, Nikita?
Yeah, probably understand it clearly, but I just want to ask you about, you said that we should understand our market size, but on the seed stage, as I understand, your ICP, it should be a kind of, it's a part of some, yeah? And what amount of ICP you looking for on this stage?
I've never asked about ideal client, my projects. I'm not using that word and that term in my investments, so I can't.
But probably you are looking for some song in pitch deck. So this is why I'm asking.
I am looking for, and okay, maybe I say in examples it will be much more clear. Today they say the company is making product for influencer advertisement on streams. They are saying we have a great market, 300 of billions in Russia, more than 300 of billions in Russia, of online advertising. And we will take one person from that market. Almost every investor in the room asked why you are talking about online advertising when you are talking about influencers in gaming streaming. It's a lot of how to say unclear connections about it. We can understand that we have market of influencers on streaming, on gaming or video gaming, yes. But will you say what is the size of that market, and we can understand what is your future possible path? That much more clear connection. Because everybody like to take something similar in words and maybe near the product market, but much more bigger market to say our product will have better market than that we really have. Is it clear my position? I'm not better in English. I am practicing and training my skills in English too.
That's okay. Yeah, it's clear. It was clear. I have one more question. Is it okay?
Okay, please, the last one, and then we'll switch to another one. And if no questions, we will continue with you. Okay, Nikita.
Yeah, cool. One more question is about your support after the investment. Do you support startups beyond just providing capital?
You say my colleagues, investors, saying I'm not a professional investor in this way. I'm spending a lot of time with my projects. I like to talk with them. I like to support them in different ways. They say you will not scale this way your portfolio. I'm not. I have no goal to make a big portfolio of projects. I have a goal to have a good lifestyle. Investor lifestyle is good for me, and working deeper with the project is part of this lifestyle. So my answer is I'm supporting. If they want, not every project won't have support. And a lot of projects are saying, give us money and go away. Why you are asking such intimate questions about our project and our business? Why you are how to say, you are saying about what way we should develop our project. We are the owners of the project. You are just giver of money. This way is not for me, and I think main part of investors on such stages are the same. They like to control project first of all, not to control really strictly, not to make any препятствия, сложности for project, but to make the picture clear for them every time of every moment of project. And the next they are wanting to have successful project, and success could ask for some additional support. So why not to give such support? Especially it's not if that is not, especially if it's not a money, additional money. Yes, to get success. So they are giving such support.
Thanks to your answers. Yeah.
Thank you, Nikita. Anybody has questions? If not, Victor, it's your turn again.
Thank you. I don't see raised hands. I'm not sure that it's there's Linux version of Telegram at all. So the next question that I wanted to ask was about what do you think about my startup? But probably it's not your area because it's blockchain social network.
Oh, it's really not mine. Blockchain and crypto is the red flags for me for now. Maybe a time later, because artificial intelligence was the red flag maybe a year ago, maybe half a year ago. But now I'm investing in the company with a artificial intelligence base, not the base, but the new feature of their product. And because they are confirming that that will make project much more scalable, not maybe more efficient. A lot of how to say, a lot of artificial intelligence value is about it will make our processes and so on much cheaper or much faster. But I think now the bottleneck is people, and if you say you will needn't people for these processes and operation with our new technology, will be the good point for any investor. Maybe blockchain will confirm the same point, but I hadn't heard and hadn't seen the project with such a point.
By the way, my project is developed using AI in such a way that it almost won't need people to function except of me releasing new versions. But next question. How much marketing money is needed to reach network effect? Everybody talks about network effect, but with how much money does it start?
I think it's not a simple question for me, for example. I think if you have good idea, if you have really focused group of users around this idea and active users, you will have network effects from hundreds of users. You needn't 10,000 and more. But if it's really universal network about everything, you should have maybe a million users to make a network effect of self-support or self-activation, if I understand you right.
Why so much million? It seems too much for the answer. I don't believe that the number is so high.
What do you think about the project 3 years ago, social network without video, but with audio conversations? I don't remember the name, but they had millions of people. But they are dead now because they didn't get any network effect of self-activations and self-support or self-support of their life. They needed just a lot of efforts to activate it. And that's, for me, that is network effect. I think 10chat is not getting real success in network effects. They are trying, they have a really great opportunity now for that because Facebook, LinkedIn and so on are banned here. But they have no success because they can't start these network effects. It's for me.
I have the last question. Is advertising a Twitter competitor by Twitter ads a good idea?
Sorry, Twitter competitor?
Is advertising a Twitter competitor by Twitter ads a good idea?
You see, Twitter is out of my world. I don't understand this project. I don't understand the customer of this project. So I can't say anything about the competition in this area.
I still hope, despite the negative comment, that it will succeed. So I'm disconnecting.
Victor, Konstantin, do you want to answer?
I think it's not a question, but last words of Victor. Yes.
Okay, Alexei Simonov. Just a second. Unmute yourself and please ask.
Hello, guys. Do you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear.
Okay, let me tell briefly. I'm Alexei. So I'm a startupper as well.
And DJ, as far as I can see from your picture.
Yes, sometimes, yes. Let me tell you about the project. We create some kind of Excel killer, as we call it. As you know, businesses often start their projects in online spreadsheets. Some of them do the entire business in Excel. These tables bring a lot of problems because of manual input, data theft, and there are limited capabilities generally. You know it well, I'm sure. So we make a professional replacement for spreadsheets, a powerful database. Any user can handle it with no programming skills. He can create his own application. So it removes the limitations of spreadsheets and allows you to build an application of any complexity. We have a technological advantage. We patented it in Russia and the USA, and this is a breakthrough technology. We went through SberUp acceleration program, earned 1.5 million rubles during it, and want to scale the business and change the entire IT world. So we are seeking it for investments in exchange of 10% of the company, and will grow thousands times in coming years. So that's briefly the point.
That is your pitch, small pitch, audio pitch. Yes. Okay. And have you any questions about it, or from what you want from me?
I just wanted to hear your opinion about the breakthrough technologies and patents. How significant do you believe it could be?
You see, first of all, I don't like big words in pitch. It's breakthrough, it's a killer, and so on. Just as a joke, and with a big smile of a speaker. Yes, because we know how many such killers are dead, business dead, first of all. Yes, and as a problem of and do you have market for that? I think you have market. We have problem on the market with that. We have a trend of no-code or small code, low-code programming for applications, and why not for business and tables, business tables. I will be a little skeptical about your unique technology about it, because a lot of projects with such a promising and such a niche in the market with low code, no code, and so on. I will want to see some examples why your project is so good and unique and easy to use for a small business from village far from not Moscow, maybe from Irkutsk or maybe Yakutsk. And if you say, I have 5 clients in such a village, they are using our application and make such a great thing in these applications, it will be the best for supporting your project for investors. And I will ask about the business model, how you sell it, how much it costs, what is the raise in users for last periods, what is the raise of paid users, what is the rate of burning of your base, and your unit economy for this project. That will be the questions for investment. Just for now, it's a good idea. You can make projects here, but I didn't hear any business in your pitch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we made some sales, so we know our clients. We have clients in Belarus, for example, and in Irkutsk as well. So we have some kind of business model. It's has a good basis, and the question not in it, because during the accelerator at SberUp we've got some knowledges and skills, and we can do.
You made a classical investment asking presentation, yes? And,
yes.
It's maybe rather simple and strict rules what questions should be answered in this speech, but they are needed for a clear picture of project. It's the general language of project investor communications, and you should answer all the questions, all the 10 they are asking. Usually, I see the situation that accelerator projects know all about such a presentations and pitch, but not using in real investment seeking, and this is bad way, I think.
Okay, we pitched several times from 3 to 10 minutes in various platforms. So the thing is, what I wanted to know is about those huge words about breakthrough technology and so on. Everybody is scared of it. In one hand, they seek for unicorns. In the other hand, they are telling, oh, no breakthrough technologies, just work.
Okay. If you are saying I have breakthrough technology, it's a great promise. If you support this promise with any confirmation, real, it will be the great point for your project. I have a breakthrough technology. You see this example, and this example, and they say, wow, they could made such a thing. I have a lot of money, and nobody will say about this project because I want it for me.
Okay, will USA patents do it? So we solve the problem.
For me, it's not the great support for project. I think I have some friends, maybe I could say so, from TRIZ, theory of теории изобретательских задач. They are professional, make some tricks that no patents will save you from copying or maybe making the same thing with small changes and so on. So I'm not sure that that is a real competitive advantage of project. Maybe that is great for some institution of investment, such as government institutions. They want to have some official paper about your real active of your project, yes, but I'm not such an investor.
Okay, I know much about patents. During we made it, I learned how to use it and the perspectives. It's not protecting us, but it's just fixed that we solved the problem the programmers wanted to solve for 50 years. And I can prove it, and I can show the demo system, which holds 500 million records. No other builder can handle it. 500 million, 500 million.
Number, yes.
And it works pretty fast. It works.
For tables, it's a great result. Yes, it's a great competitive advantage for Google and even Google, not Excel. Google tables. They are rather slow when you have 100 of tables connected in such in any system, and they are working, but not really good.
So we have no such limitations. So that's the advantage.
Great result.
Okay, thank you. That was my question, and I got the answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your questions. Actually, guys, our time is over. And Konstantin, if you have something to say, maybe you have some kind of feedback, and you're welcome, and we will finish our meeting tonight.
As for me, this meeting was about English practicing in a specific area. Yes, and I think everybody should speak in here, not just listening, because you are developing your skill just if you are using it. So that is great. The main point I wanted to say for you. I was speaking here a lot. It was my session of practice, not yours. You see, I think you should be more active in such sessions, dear participants.
Okay, thank you for your feedback, guys. Just to explain for everybody, this talk is open. It's open for everybody. On our regular meetups, we have one host and maximum 4 participants, no more than 4 participants. And we are talking in turn, and the host moderating and conversation. So everybody will talk on our regular meetups. It's just like also kind of presentation, test your skills. We have actually a great topic and a cool speaker and interesting question. We have a real startup owners, makers, and we have a real live questions. So your answers were also very interesting for me and for everybody here, I hope. So I'm satisfied totally with this meetup tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Glad to see you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.